Pull a chair, kick your shoes.
Well, good morning. Here's your song, baby girl. Here's your song.
Sun sliding down so slow. Got sweet tea, peppermint space for every heavy load. You can bring it laughter, you can bring it angry. We gon' pour a little kindness,
stir it up and find some peace. Hey y'all, it's Ayana in the chat.
Me on the front porch,
We can sit and laugh,
sip a little tea. Let the soul release. We gon' talk about that hurt
till it turns into peace.
Say what's on
Your spirit, all that you don't say online.
Let that story
in the air, it's the same for all the time. We don't need to fix it all. We just need a space to be. You are sitting here, you belong here. Every part and victory. Hey,
it's Ayana in the shed. Me on the front porch.
We can sit and laugh,
sip a little tea. Let the soul release. We gon' talk about that hurt
till it turns into peace. Breathe that spirit, baby. Put a little love on the pieces and then tight for a long, long time. Hey, yo.
It's Ayana in the shed. Me on the front porch. We can sit and laugh, sip a little tea. Let the soul release. We gon' talk about that hurt till it turns into peace. We gon' talk about it all till we
stand up in a peace. What's up, y'all? Y'all girl is showing her behind the last night and this morning. She woke up on one. Larry couldn't even get a good night's sleep. He couldn't even get a good night's sleep, y'all. Couldn't even get a good night's sleep. So I think it's time we talk about obsession and possession. We're going to get into it right when we pray. Y'all, I'm working on a sewing project. My Sarah is getting ready for Boule. And I am sewing patches onto some garments for her vendor booth. So we're going to keep this tight and right this morning. All right. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's it right now. Okay. So, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Ayana of Ayana in the chat. We seem to have 44 on the front porch. I have not made up my face. I have not put no lipstick on. I am sitting here and I am working. Pam Shepherd, I don't know if you're on here or not, but I got my Starbucks this morning. Let me see. Sit, come as you are, Monique Blake. That's it. That's all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kanisha, Black Widow, Karen Strong, Deborah's, Cheryl, Black Widow, Hagar. She acts just like that lady in Misery. You are right. Bethany looked like, Kizzy says, Bethany looked like a lost puppy at the airport and she woke up Larry up the top. She's going to nag Larry all day just like about the trip. Yep, and you know what? I was thinking about this, and I don't know if y'all caught my last reaction because it hadn't been too long since I posted it, but Larry is actually getting part of his karma. Notice Larry does not have any peace. He's in internal turmoil right now. I want y'all to think about something. What Larry is experiencing right now is what he has put other people through. What he's experiencing right now. Hey, Magnolia. Thank you, Tammy King. I appreciate that. What he's experiencing right now, the chaos, the frustration, I'll even go as far as to say the misery, is what he's put other people through. Let's start with Brooke, the young lady that's been in his house for years. Because I would have went to a hotel. I would not have stayed at that house last night. Once she showed up at the airport, I wouldn't have stayed there. I would have went to my hotel. But I'm going to tell you what else I would have done. If I were Larry, I would have gone to a hotel and I would have called either my best friend, that guy he be talking to, or I would have called Shara over there. Pernell's a little loud. I probably wouldn't have wanted Pernell's spirit because Pernell is very loud. Pernell can keep it real now, but Pernell is loud. Let me tell you why I said that. Good morning from Suitland, Maryland. Sandra Smith. Welcome back to the front porch, Sandra, because I know you've been on here. So listen though. Let me tell you why I would have called those two people if I were Larry. Larry is in crisis right now, and he needs somebody, right? The reason I say his best friend, because his best friend, the dude with the salt and pepper, the nice looking brother, I would have called him so I could just like vent. Larry needs to vent. No, he did not, Miss T. He did not act like that when Shar showed up. He was pleasantly surprised. Keyword pleasant. Okay. Shara also didn't come up in the airport looking like warmed over trash. Bethany looks like warmed over trash. When she came there, she just was thrown together. And I'm gonna talk about that too. The other thing with Larry, why I say he should have called Shara. Shara is peace to him. Okay. I'm not saying he should have called Shara so they can have a little Christ and all that stuff. No. Larry needed a friend. He needed someone he could talk to. That's it, Vanetta. He needed someone that could help settle him and settle his spirit. Shara's presence alone would have been a calming thing. I don't think he should have gone to, and the reason why could he have gone to Shara's house? Yeah. I don't think he should have gone to Shara's house. And I'll tell you why. The girls are there. And in order to keep things PG for them, keep them out of it, and also for him not to listen to them and they little teenage jabs, he didn't need that in that moment. He didn't need it. He needed a moment just to be calm and be at peace. Honestly, I think once he talked to Shar, she could have sat there for a few more minutes. He likely would have fallen asleep and she could have left. Same thing with the best friend. Thank you, Keisha. I would not have gone back to that house last night. And look what happened. Yes, Shar is a voice of reason for him. He could have told Shar, let me tell you what Lynette hit me with. And Shar could have said, she's right. Shar could have been that voice of reason and said to him, look, you asking for Lynette to do something major. You don't know what it's like. Shara knows or has a sense of what Lynette went through because Shara been locked up before. So he does need to leave out peace because I don't think Bethany gonna go to work. I think Bethany gonna sit there and try to force him to have a conversation with her. Let me tell you where I think he need to go. He need to call Natasha. And he need to go have a meeting with Natasha. Discuss his options with Natasha. Seriously consider that divorce. Not because of what Lynette said, but for his own peace. That's what I think he needs to do. Now, will they do that in this? I don't know. I don't know if they would do it or not. But I can tell you that that man did not need to go back in that house last night. Here's something I want to point out about. So back to what I was saying. He is definitely getting some karma. He is struggling. He is in internal turmoil. He has been for the past months going through hell with this woman. And here's the thing. He's going through the same amount of hell he has allowed her to put Brooke through, Destiny through, Shara through, Lynette through, his sister through, Pernell through, and anybody else in their orbit. He is getting that from her right now. So he is, I see y'all's comments. So I'm gonna go in there in a minute. He can't get no peace. Think about these people who have had to deal with her. They just want to spend time with Larry on a holiday. And they can't get no peace. They come over there and she's there. They get excited thinking she's not gonna be there. And then boom, she decides at the last minute to be there, and then she raised whole hell while she's there. You see what I'm saying? The same thing Christmas. She found the opportunity to raise hell. Jaden had absolutely every right. That's Jaden's home too. He may not live there proper, but that's still his home. Per his dad. He had every right and wanted to share his good news to have his mama be there as well. It was a surprise. So, no, he didn't tell Larry, and no, he didn't get Bethany's permission. You understand what I'm saying? So he was well within his rights to do it, Jaden, to do it the way he did it Christmas. The problem that I have is Larry has got to understand, and he has got to face the fact that he is the author and the architect of his own misery. He's the architect of his misery and PTSD at this moment. He's allowing this lady to play in his face about his PTSD and still not checking her. It's almost like he's begging her to give him peace. No, you don't beg people to give you your peace. You take your peace. You own your peace. You don't let anybody else control it. Everybody that Larry claims to love has suffered at the mouth or hands of Bethany in one way, shape, or form. So he getting what he get. This is his fault. Yes, Keisha, this is his fault. Now let's run down Bethany. Bethany is the author and the sole architect of the demise of her relationship. Her relationship being screwed up ain't her daddy's fault. It ain't Shara. It sure ain't Shara's fault. Because Shara been trying to save them during marriage. Myself, if she'd kept coming for me like she could come for me and keep messing with my daughter like she messing with my daughter, oh, I'm gonna tear your relationship apart. Shara ain't been at her. What Larry did for Shara, that's what Larry chose to do. Again, Larry is the author and the architect of his own turmoil. He going through what he going through it because he set the stage to go through it. And you can't keep putting people in bad situations and not expect yourself to find yourself in a bad situation as a default. Because Larry is in a really messed up situation right now, to be quite frankly. He's in a bad situation. Bethany is in a bad situation because Bethany is a bad person. Larry is not a bad person, but he's so used to Bethany's toxicity. He didn't have He didn't have his skin folk around to be the mirror of it. He said something to Lynette. Lynette said in that one skit, she said, "You're asking me." This is when she asked him about the divorce and Bethany. She mentioned to him about, "Do you know what I went through with?" And then she's got to learn about she can't just be being racist towards people. Thank you, Eric Kelly, for the super chat. Just being racist towards people. She can't get, and then he says to Lynette, with his whole chest, y'all, "Do you think he, don't you think I understand racism too? I've been through that." Well, if you've been through it, dude, why do you keep putting your family through it? Why do you keep putting your family through it? You constantly putting your family in a position for this lady to take them down through there. You are holding this woman's hand and holding her upright in her mess, and then turn around and having an unmitigated gall to continually to ask your family to give her a pass. Bethany don't have to work her white privilege. Larry working her white privilege for her. And guys didn't ask, "I'm doing it for your benefit. I don't want you to go through what you're going through." What? Say what? N-word what? She has gone after thank you, J-Dub. She has gone after everybody that he loves. She is alienating him, and that's what Lynette is getting at. She is alienating him from everybody that he loves. But the problem for Bethany is this. It is backfiring on her. And her dad hit her with the truth. If all it takes is for her to get locked up for your marriage to be over, if all it takes is for just then reversing that is not going to fix it. Her father was telling her a 100% truth. Your marriage is already doomed. The destruction is there. These have been little bombs, little fires, and little bombs everywhere. In a minute, Larry is about to be on an island all by himself because no one is going to want to deal with him. Because every time they are around him, she has to force herself somewhere in the situation. I believe that, Joyce. She has to force herself there and continue to make it be known. I'm your wife. I'm the stepmom. If you know your place, you don't have to force anybody to recognize you for who you are. If you are confident in your being and who you are, you don't have to do that. So, think about us. JW, you make a really good point. Think about us, the people that are watching the skit. She's called all of us turmoil, okay? Because we care. You develop an emotional attachment to characters. People can say, "Oh, it's just a skit, it's a skit." Their characters you develop emotional attachment to. For example, we have all started to call Brooke and Destiny our internet nieces. You know why we're doing that? Because we have developed an attachment to them. Even though they are characters, there's something about them that we can relate to. I developed an attachment to Brooke and Destiny, the cousin thing, because they remind me of me and my cousin. So folks can miss me with that. But as I break this down, as I think about this, Larry, some of what he's getting now is his karma. But guess what else it is, y'all? It's his warning. Pride goeth before the fall. But destruction right there. Are you going to keep holding on to this fantasy and to this myth that this woman saved you? She came in as your white savior. That's right. So my reality. She comes in as your white savior, but then now you kind of got that in your head because of what you're going through, because you didn't do the work you should have done years ago after you and Shar broke up. Now you're sitting here and you think this woman is your savior, and black women are evil. Now it's the black women or the women of color that's got to fix your mess. You need somebody to look like us to help you heal. And they don't want to accept that. And so now he's ruining his family. Now he's starting to lose. Now, let me say this about Jaden. Jaden Green. Yes, Jaden pisses me off, but I'm not ready to put him down in the muck and the mire. Thank you, Miss T. Good morning. One love to you as well. I'm not ready to put him in the muck and the mire because he's still young. Yeah, he almost 30, but he's still young. Jaden didn't experience Bethany the way that Brooke has had to experience Bethany. Because Jaden was living with his mama. Jaden's reaction to his mama is really more about not wanting his daddy to be hurt and wanting his daddy to be uncomfortable because he knows that his mama is going to be okay. But the problem with that, though, is if you have your mama bow down to this woman, she won't be okay. She will not be okay. The other thing with him is if he don't watch it, he's going to lose Kaylee, skit version of Kaylee. Skit version of Jaden is going to lose skit version of Kaylee. Because Kaylee right now is watching. Kaylee in that police station when Lynette pressed those charges and stood on business, Kaylee said to Kenai, thank you for the super sticker, Deborah Meadows. Grandma is going to get her lick back. I surmise this. Kaylee's folks have taught her, you stand on business and don't let nobody play with you. Yes, Jade, okay, there's a good question on the floor. Miss T says, is Jaden low-key still angry at his mother for the fight? No. Jaden is mad at himself for the fight. Just like his daddy is mad at himself for the fight. Because both of them know that none of this would have happened if they would have stood on business and said, Bethany, you can't come. He's mad at himself, but he's transferring it onto his mama. Women, mothers on the chat, we have kids who've been mad with us about stuff and then turn around and find out they really wasn't mad with us. They was mad with their daddy or they mad with their brother. But the person or their sister, but the person they chose to put all the anger on was their mama. And I'm not saying that us as mothers, we are victims. No, I'm not. But because we are nurturers, because we are the strength, the emotional strength for people, what happens is people put their weaknesses on us because we're strong enough to carry it. But after a while of carrying somebody's weakness, our backs get broke. What Lynette is doing right now is making sure they don't break her back. Because Jaden know. Jaden is probably also listening to Kaylee, and Kaylee, most likely, if she's the woman I think she is, Kaylee is also saying they need to do something about her, and I don't want my child around her. So if your daddy gonna keep being married to her or keep being around her, guess what? My baby won't be around him. Now that's the truth of it. That's what I feel in that moment. Let me check out y'all comments because I've been talking. Oh goodness. Hold on, y'all. I need to check something because somebody's supposed to be dropping something off to my house. Hold on, let me let this know that I'll call you in a bit. Okay. Let's look at some of these comments. And are y'all on Skit Watch for me? Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let the comments show on stage. So people can see. And let me see, do I have another media asset that don't have all that on there? No, I don't. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make it where the comments can be seen. So I switched out my media assets. Okay, here we go. I want to say good morning to everybody here. Thank you all so much for showing up for me this morning. Hit that like button, please. And definitely, if you like what we're talking about over here, hit the subscribe button. Definitely feel free. You're welcome to get in the comments and chat, or you're welcome just to sit and listen. Is whatever you're comfortable with. We don't force people to do nothing on the front porch they don't want to do. Kizzy brings up the dream. I'm gonna pull that one out. Ayana. I love the dream Larry was telling Bethany that he had, that Lynette and Shar in jail and he's deciding which to bail out first. Again, another example of someone in turmoil. Because she's put one in jail and she's threatened to put another one in jail. And we believe she might have already had something to do with the one going to jail anyway. That dream was beautiful. Bethany needed to take full accountability of her own actions and stop blaming everyone else for her marriage on the rocks. That is true. I don't want that, Kareem. That's a great idea, and it would be beautiful. It'd definitely be great for like giggles and clicks. I don't want that to happen because the way Bethany is right now, Bethany will bait Shar and Shar will jump on Bethany. And she's just waiting on the opportunity. That's it. Larry's karma isn't going to have peace with Bethany's foolishness and disrespect towards everybody. Deborah coming with it. You ain't coming with a. It's called internalized oppression. Remember those anti-racism corporate seminars, Ayana? I do, Deborah. I do. Vanetta says Lynette still has that arrest record and will have to appear in court. Preacher Yana, he didn't get those girls because he's a fork in the road. He got decisions. He definitely has got decisions to make. Minister Yolanda say that Bethany's doing what abusers do, alienate. Notice what she said about the girls in the message she was trying to leave in the car. Notice what she said about the girls to her mom and dad. The girls are not. Shara has the girls. It's killing her right now that Shara has the girls. One person had her husband's attention, Lynette. The other person got the girls' attention. She don't even mess with Destiny like that. And truth be told, she can't stand Brooke. That's it, Anisha. He also makes his daughter apologize after she's been mentally and verbally abused by Bethany after her lies and fake tears. Yes. He makes her apologize. Which teaches her to let racist people walk all over her. Kareem, Bethany is alienating Larry so he can only have her to rely on. Oh, Destiny definitely will put her out the house. Thank you, Deborah Meadows. Destiny did say she was going to put him out of the house. Warning always goes before destruction. Pride goes before the fall. Warning before destruction. Larry done got his pride in his marriage. People have been warning him. His friend warned him in Louisiana. Bianca warned him. And Chase. But she warned him in that parking deck. She said, you always seem to want to take up for your wife, but what about what she does? And then she said, look, my client is going to do what he need to do. So you need to calm down. He was warned. The family has been warned. Bethany's family has warned him that he ain't nothing to them. Shara warned him, you're going to lose some folks. He woke up with PTSD from hearing Bethany's warm. Look. Don't want Brooke to go to an HBCU. Want Brooke to get pregnant. Trying to kill the girl, if you think about it, she really want to unalive her, because why else would you go over the counter to get any kind of birth control pills for a teenage girl? And whether she want to own up to it, nothing was like, I bought them, I was going to give them to Larry, give them to Larry. If you were going to give them to Larry or Shar, you wouldn't have taken Brooke anyway. You would have went and got them things, sat down with Larry and Shar, had a conversation. I found these over the counter and dealt with it with the grown folks first. She was going to grind that stuff up and put that in that girl food. She was telling her she was going to take it one way or the other. But what she didn't count on was Brooke going out telling her daddy, this is what she doing. Brooke has a whole list of reasons why, Daddy, I really don't like you. I don't believe you. When she was in that quote-unquote boot camp for sneaking Isaiah in her mama's house, she called it out. What about Bethany's punishment? What about Bethany has done to me? Larry punished her harder because he didn't like the fact that his daughter held a mirror up to his face and said, this is what you do to me, your daughter, that you claim to love more anything else in the world, but your wife and nothing did all kind of stuff to hurt me and you ain't did nothing. That's why this man lay on his couch and can't get no peace. I mean, his real might come when Brooke goes off to college, because remember, Destiny's going to end up moving with her mother or her aunt, and he will only have her. Yeah. No, he going to have to get rid of her first. Call it, Keisha. Bethany knows Brooke is Larry's heart, so she's going to fake show love as she does for Destiny, because now she knows Destiny has Larry's heart too. Let me say something, Keisha. Does Brooke really have Larry's heart? Does she really? Does she really, though? Let me say it another way. Has Larry shown Brooke that she has his heart? Has Larry shown Brooke that she has his heart? Think about that. Good morning, Sarla. Brooke is protecting Larry, but why? I mean, really and truly. He don't show her he has her heart. Twilight says maybe Larry's generous to Shar and Lynette because of his past mistakes in those relationships, the ones we don't know about, the backstories. That's possible, Twilight. But I also think he's generous to them because there's a lack at home. He's paying for peace that he not getting at home. And I'm gonna tell you something else I picked up. I think Eric Kelly's on here. Here's what I picked up, Eric Kelly. When she went to put that cover on him, right now, Larry is in defense mode. Larry is in the, think about it, he's in the trenches right now. He's at war with himself. He's at war in his marriage, and he's at war with Bethany and the Newberger family. He's at war right now. Right? When she put the cover on him, notice when he woke up, I'm going to show it. Let me show it. Okay, here we go. When she goes and she puts this cover on him.
What are you doing?
Larry was sleeping in a heightened sense of awareness. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to play it in its completion. But Eric, I want you to pay attention to this. I'm going to play it. I'm going to start it over, Eric. I want you to pay attention to when she initially puts the cover on him and how he reacts, because when my brother is a Marine or ex-Marine, when he came home from basic, my aunt, rest her soul, she's my great aunt, my grandaunt. She said to my mom, warning her, when he comes home, he's not going to be the same way that he was when he left. She told him that you got to be careful with him. That was just for him going to basic training. I get up really early in the morning. My brother was sleeping downstairs in the den, and I happened to come through, and I was about to walk down in the den to get something. When my foot hit the top step to go down into the den, because it creaks a little bit, but it's not that loud, y'all. It's not that loud at all. My brother sat up and made this weird noise, and it scared the heck out of me, and it caused me to just stand there and not move. It's like he was on alert. He's like, his body was rigid, and it's like he was on high alert. I don't know if Larry the cat, the actor, realized he was doing this, but that's what I saw in this. He's sleeping on high alert. He's still disturbed. He can't rest in peace because he's on high alert. He's on high alert. Even the way he's sleeping with his arm, my husband sleeps like this, with his arm like this, and he kind of like this, and it looks like he's sleeping peacefully. He's not sleeping peacefully. That's in case I got to get up and do something, sleep right now.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm okay.
I let that off, so I didn't want you to get cold. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up.
Then he pulls his cover up. I'm okay. Like, back up off me, lady.
I'm all right, babe. I don't need your help.
If you want to go to the bed, you can sleep in there. I'll stay out here if you want.
No, I'm fine right here.
Yeah, we got to be able to talk or communicate or something at some point.
Right now, I don't want to talk. I had a long day. I had excruciating flight coming back. It's just
Me
a lot
too,
on my
Deborah.
mind. So I want to talk. I had a nightmare.
A nightmare? About what?
Do you really care?
Do you really care? Because she don't. Watch her try to defend herself when this man tell her his nightmare. Watch her try to defend herself. He having a nightmare now. Watch her try to defend herself.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask if I didn't care. Larry, like I said, we should be able to talk about things.
Oh, now you want to talk.
I've been wanting to talk to you for a long time. You just don't want to listen.
Really? No, you don't want to listen because I tell you things and you just take things to Bethany's way. And I don't.
I didn't come in here to argue. I came in here. What was your nightmare?
You want to hear about my nightmare?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to fly to Montana to bail Annette out of jail.
Okay.
While I was bailing out of jail, Shara was in jail too.
Okay.
You want to hear that?
Well, I don't want to hear anything about her, to be honest. But
Well, you asked about my night.
I don't want to hear nothing about her, to be honest. Trink, he telling you about a bad, your husband telling you about a bad dream he had, and he in distress mode because of this dream. And this, I don't hear nothing about her.
Nightmare. So now you don't want to hear it.
No, it's.
Well, the other part about that is I had to choose on who I was going to bail out first, Lynette or Shara. That's the nightmare I had.
Yeah, Larry, I mean, it's a nightmare for a reason.
What's the reason?
Because it's not going to happen.
How do you know? It happened. I got to go bail Lynette out of jail. That happened.
That wasn't my fault.
That wasn't my fault. Just quit shifting the blame. It is your fault. It's her fault, y'all. It's her fault.
Really?
You did it.
It wasn't.
Whose fault was it? Who's to blame for this? Oh, your dad making phone calls.
I know, Helene.
Because
It's killing me.
that phone call had me get on a plane at the last minute to go bail my son's mom out of jail. And look at his face. That's a nightmare.
I didn't want any of that to happen.
You didn't want it to happen?
No, I didn't. And I tried to call and I tried to stop it. I tried to tell you that, and you don't want to believe me.
It was too late.
Well, I found that out after I'd already called.
Well, the deal was already done.
I found that out.
She was already in jail.
But I tried. I did try. I did.
It don't matter if you tried, didn't try, whatever happened. What happened was I had to go and face my son and explain to him that I came here to get his mom out of jail. And the look on his face. That's the nightmare I had to deal with in real life. And then to see this woman frantic as she is and scared that she went to jail for the first time. So you want to tell me you tried?
I did. But to be honest, no, I don't even want to say what I want to say because.
Please, whatever you want to say, keep it to yourself right now because this is not a good time for you to tell me what you're thinking. So I'm gonna go back to sleep and just try to calm down for this whole excruciating day, flight, and everything else I had to go through.
It wasn't easy for me either.
Well, it was easy for your dad, though. That's the thing.
But that was him. It wasn't me.
Okay. All right.
See, you can't keep effing around without thinking you're going to find out. You can't keep effing around and think you're not going to find out. Both of them have effed around and both of them is finding out. Bethany knew full well what she was doing when she went in there and showed her dad in her face. She could have stayed up but tucked in College Park, working in an office space, handling her business where she's supposed to be working at instead of going to that building. She wanted her dad to see her face. She didn't tell him how her face got like that for real. She didn't tell him why the fight happened or what she did to encourage any of this. She knew what she was orchestrating. She's manipulative and she's conniving. And Bethany is vindictive. It's bad when you got somebody who carry all three of those in them. Strong. Chris Sims says, you couldn't walk up on my uncle when he's sleeping because he would jump up full combat mode, standing straight up in the bed, ready. She's very sneaky, J-Dub. Very sneaky. Very sneaky. Bethany went with the dad's plan before that trip even happened. She knew what her daddy was going to do. He's done it before. She knew what he was going to do. Even if the Miami trip had not happened, y'all, even if she knew where they was at, even if, you know what Bethany would have done? Nothing when her daddy decided to do what he was going to do. That still was going to happen to Lynette. They are both complicit in the breakdown of their marriage. Larry is complicit in the breakdown of his other relationships. Now, if he gets rid of Bethany, divorces her, puts her out, his family gonna circle around him and support him. But the minute he backtracks and take this woman back, they're gonna cut him off. Mitchell Music says, of course, she wanted him to see her face so that he could get the ball rolling on her behalf so she wouldn't have to take the fall when confronted by Larry. Yep. Hey, Nancy. It's one of those things, Twyla says, it's one of those things to where until he gets help and to have peace in his life, a peace of mind, he can't be that security and peace for his daughter, but he loves her. I don't question whether he loves her. I question whether she is top, under God, top of the realm for him right now, because he doesn't show that. Deborah Ying, I'm sorry that happened to you. I have serious PTSD from me molested as a child, and I have nightmares and scream out in my sleep loudly. I never talk about those dreams in the literal sense. It's like reliving it over and over. Yes. Deborah Edwards, he has called her out about picking with people and causing trouble. I believe that Miss Yolanda, definitely because of Brooke and Destiny. And I believe she will fight her about, look, when she was in that water in Puerto Rico and talking to Pernell, and she told Pernell as soon as she come out papers, Bethany catching her hands, she meant that. And I don't think it was just about Brooke. I don't think it's just about what Bethany said about her. I think Shar has some other stuff in her mind, and part of it is seeing the breakdown of Larry. I know, Candy, because what they're doing is, when you think we get mad and we get frustrated and stuff. I'm not a patient person. I hate when they drag the skits out and when we be waiting and don't get no skits. I get all of that. But these skits I don't think they're giving us PTSD. I think we have PTSD of some sort. Because everybody's been through something, right? Something is unresolved. And these skits we all can relate to them to some aspect of them. If you're Black or a person of color of any kind, you can definitely catch it off of the racism that Bethany and her dad exudes. If you've had a parent tell you that you don't matter, that your pain does not matter, you definitely were as angry and as hurt. You were hurt for Greg and you were angry at Daddy Newberger because of that hurt, because you can relate to it. So we want to say about Kountry Wayne, so we want to say about chasing them. The bottom line is these skits are relatable. They may not always make a bunch of sense, but there's the core, at the core, they're relatable. The Lauren and Dan thing, somebody's had a stalker. Somebody's played with their stalker. So you can kick on to that too. When you look at Amber and Anthony, Anthony is playing a real good job of a jilted husband right now. Not wanting to go through with a divorce. And all the evil stuff he's saying. And being in disbelief. All of these skits have something. Amber, the woman who's finally fed up. Also, Amber, the woman who's seen something that looks like greener grass on the other side. Amber, the woman that's had, what's her name? Not Jill Scott. Oh my God. Oh my God. She was a friend of mine. Slept with my man. Whole song written about a best friend that go after a friend man. We also know there are women out here who run their mouth and talk too doggone much and go tell their girlfriends about all the wonderful, juicy things they man do for them and all the juicy and wonderful things that man do for them in bed and how he have a flipped up, bit up, stretched out, and everything else. Dang, my man ain't put it down like that. Let me go. I want to get that. We have all been there and experienced all of this. Good morning, Tavon Gibson. I'm wonderful. How are you? We've all experienced it. Hold on. Yolanda says, not to get us off subject, but real quick, Diesel is getting ready to do skits where he lets the viewers do the writing. If they choose your idea, you get credit or credit. If they let you write, you get full credit. Oh, nice. What is Diesel's channel? Because I haven't seen it. And where did you hear that at? Yeah, the Lisa and Shayla is a rerun of Amber and Shayla. They hit, that's it, Kelly Price. I couldn't think of her name. Kelly Price. Friend of mine. And I'm talking about the original friend of mine. Not the remixed one. Somebody either been the friend or they done had the friend. Or some people done been both. Hey, Looney, what's up? It is a good song, though. She was a friend of mine. Slept with my man. Lied. She'd took all I had. She was a friend of mine. Look. And we all done did a little ass we laying. Take the wheel with Diesel Matkins. Okay. Keisha, did you give me the link though? That's why we aren't cool with Bethany using PTSD as a manipulation tool. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Yes. But okay, we're gonna do something. We're gonna check everybody's PTSD. I don't need you telling me your story, Deborah. I appreciate you for sharing. Thank you for your transparency. But we're going to do something. We're finna do a little test. We're going to call it a game, but it is not funny, okay? This is a healing game. This is an owning a part of your life game, okay? The very first question is this. I'm going to type it in the comments. Put a 1 in the chat if you were ever molested as a child. Put a 1 in the chat. If you were ever molested as a child, put a 1 in the chat. You ain't got to put no whole lot of... Oh, let me make sure I put mine. And count an attempted molestation as well. Father God, in the name of Jesus, let this activity, Lord, please let healing begin. Give us all peace and the strength to explore these skits because it's helping somebody. J-Dub, I ain't said what to put in for 2 yet. I just said put 1. That's a lot of people. There's 167 people on here. There are people who normally don't even comment, but they are putting 1s in here. Wayne's Jesus is popping. It's his testimony. He also said, no, J-Dub, we're not doing yes or no. It's just if you've experienced it, put a 1. We're going to use 2 for something else. You're good, though. I figured that's what you were doing. But it's Jesus is popping. It's his personal testimony. He also says help is on the way. So my question is for everybody, as we go through this little game I'm playing right now, and I'm calling it a game to keep it lighthearted, but it's not. What trauma? Don't answer this question. This is just what I want you to think about, okay? What trauma have you had that you see in these skits? Because everybody's got a trauma. And most of those traumas, you can see them in the skit. I don't know if it was intentional or not. But Bethany, going in those girls' room when they are at peace, when Brooke, it was Brooke by herself. But going in that room, I said it gives creepy vibes. It gives Chester vibes. You understand what I'm saying? You don't just have to be a female to have gone through this. So think about it. What when you're so angry at these skits in terms of what a person is doing. That's why when you come over here, yeah, it's gonna be times to be good and calm. There's gonna be other times you're gonna be like, this girl needs to take a blood pressure pill. Because I know there are people on here that if we analyze these skits right and call a thing that we see in the skits, there's some healing that can begin. So yes, Jesus is popping. The testimony of Jesus comes out of ugliness. The testimony of healing comes out of ugliness. All the people Jesus healed, the woman that had the issue of blood, she had an issue. The blind man by the lake, he was blind. Martha and Mary crying about their brother Lazarus. That was trauma. The child that died, that Jesus brought back life, trauma for the parents. Again, this is about healing. This is about saying, oh my God, I'm not the only one. How many of us have felt like, and put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 in the chat for this one. How many of us have been going through some stuff, whether it's children, whether as teenagers, or whether as adults, have been going through some stuff and feeling like you were in it by yourself. Misery loves company for a reason. That's not just about making somebody feel miserable. You hurt. And when you see it, you react to it. So all this, oh, you need to calm down. It's just a skit. No, it's not just a skit. It's reflective of somebody's life. Somebody done went through some of this stuff. Somebody's connected to this skit because they done been through this stuff. These skits ain't even funny. They're not even funny. They are not even funny. Call a thing a thing. Yes, Chris Sims. Verbal abuse, street abuse, gang violence, addiction. That's in here too. Backbiting, stabbing, backstabbing, stressful marriage. Abandonment, yes. Bullying. Lost children. Lost. Lack of emotional development. Lack of growth. All of that. It's all in here. All in here. Hey, y'all, I have somebody dropping something off to me. Nikki, are you able to come up live? Nikki or Minister Yolanda or somebody like that, can y'all come up live real quick and kind of keep the people going? Why does she keep passing my house? If you can, I'm gonna drop a link. I'm gonna drop a link and then bring you up. Because I gotta go to my door. Because I'm like, I said I'm right next door to the clubhouse. I don't know how much more simple that get. Hey, I'm right next door to the clubhouse. I saw you. It stopped in front of my house, so I thought you saw my house. I'm gonna come to the door right now. Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Come on, Yolanda. Or whoever said they could come, I dropped the link. I'm gonna drop it one more time. Me too, Twyla. I love the awareness of the skits. Or better yet, y'all just talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Because she's outside. I gotta go meet her. Well, let me take this to her too. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hey, I can keep the call y'all on the line. I thought I could do 10106. Let me go out of the You can just sit right there in the door to go to the or right here. I'll sit it right next to the door. I'm just gonna put it down and push it. There we go. The trash bag is easy for you. Do you mind if I pull them back, pull them in one day? Because when I pull the boxes, they're not stable boxes at all. Yeah, without like we want to try to follow that. Yeah, I'll put it in there. You put it up. Yeah, that one is permanently on it. But that's okay. Well, that's it. Yeah, I just thought this was. Where did you put the white bag of the little white paper in the other one, right? I see. So one got the shield. So those are the two I mean, right? Okay. Oh, I was doing that. Okay. So for the last order, I can take you 200, but I'm gonna add 2 more. Okay. That's the game. Okay. And that's okay. Okay. Today, already done. So this is what's left. Again, 50 pieces. 50 times 5. Okay. That way. Okay. Then I'm gonna do that. Okay. All right. And just take the paper freezer. You're not rushing. This next 2 of them, I can knock them out and then I will. What are you going to do in the errands at? Is there a Walmart in the box? I'm in a live meeting right now. When I'm done, I'll call you and we'll see what we can, how we can. Okay. But I'm going to call you when I'm done, I'll make sure it's done. Did you come up with you came 74 to 54? Okay. I don't want to do this. Okay, all right. I'll tell you when it's ready. Bye. Thank you. Okay, y'all, I'm coming back. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's get back into the swing of things. So my point is, yes, I think it was Ocean Wave. It can be very difficult to and I'm sorry, by the time whoever that is, by the time you came up, I had to go open the door for her. It can be very difficult to, but thank you for being willing to come up though. Let me say that. It can be very difficult watching these skits. There's nothing wrong with you if you feel something when you watch them, because most people have been through something that triggers them. You've either seen PTSD, you've experienced it in some way, you have had a loved one do something with it. Somebody who is triggered by alcoholism and the abuse that people do during alcoholism. You've experienced it in some shape or form. You may have been bullied. Like Sheriff Flanagan said, let's call a thing a thing. This song that DJ Wilmer produced for me, it talks about the front porch. We chat about that here. This ain't just, we use the skits. The skits is kind of our basis. If you've had anything, any hurt that you've had in your life, put a 1. But I'm willing to bet most everybody sees something of themselves or something that has happened to them or someone that they know or love in these skits. And what I love about this skit line with Bethany and Larry and them is that it ain't about a whole bunch of cheating. Yeah, we mentioned infidelity and things that Larry may have done in the past. We mentioned Bethany and the weight issue and all that. There is so much stuff in this family that we see. And it is something that can be healing if we let it. Yeah, we can cut up. We're going to sit and laugh. But we also going to put some salve on it. We might have to pull out some witch hazel. We may need some alcohol. Some rubbing alcohol. We may need some green alcohol because some of it may feel like the gout. I ain't never had the gout with my husband having it. It ain't fun. Some of it may feel like a boil or a sore that's festering and starting to ooze. Happy birthday, Angie Patterson. I didn't know you had a birthday. Happy early birthday. Oh, wait. Happy birthday to everyone that has a birthday in April. Let me back up. We're going to say happy birthday before we get off of here. Sherilyn says, for me, Bethany is my mother, and it really became a trigger when I discovered in real life they share a birthday. That made me feel like this character is who she is. Yep. Chris Sims says his wife was racially attacked. Tell Beverly, thank you for allowing you. I thank her for allowing you to share that. Chris Sims says, God never left me. I had counseling through safe homes, caring friends. Oh, this is Vanilla. Kind boss, determination to start over. That's what I'm saying. Lauren, I'm not bringing anybody up right now. I just needed somebody to step in temporarily while I got that package. Because there was some huge boxes. How many times is Larry going to go through this? Bethany showing her butt around family function, trying to show them that she's in control. Which is another example of a form of racism, a form of overstepping because you feel you have a privilege. In Bethany's case, Bethany feels like her marriage gives her privileges. It gives her key to the family. Well, the family has to accept you. Whether you black, white, green, yellow, orange, purple, whatever, family still has to accept you. And when you come in the wrong kind of way, Eric Kelly said he was racially attacked at his first duty station. But in case of Bethany, she came in there the wrong kind of way. For me with love, trying to send everyone to jail. She's exactly, Sherilyn. She will get worse and worse to try to prove her superiority. It's both. He's getting karma, but he's also a victim of domestic violence. And it's kind of like, what is the fine line of a person being the author of their demise, right? But also a victim of something. You know what I'm saying? Like, when do you begin to see him as being a victim? Right now, to me, he's also being bullied. I done told you I don't want to talk. I've told you I can't I've told you I can't do this right now. I've asked you to leave me alone, but yet you're continuing to push and taunt. And that trauma bond is choking the life out of him, and by extension, is choking the life out of his extended relationships. Sure is. It's definitely. It's not about getting in somebody's business. It's not about trying to make someone relive a trauma. So if we can look at these skits in a different way, yeah, because sometimes y'all, I be needing, I need a break. I can't do it. I can't do it. But sometimes with these skits, we see something and we need to talk about it. We need to talk about PTSD. We need to talk about people overstepping their boundaries. We need to talk about white privilege and what it looks like. We need to talk about what domestic abuse looks like. We need to talk about child abuse. People think child abuse and think, oh, that means SA. No, it doesn't. There are all other forms. There are a bunch of other forms of abuse. Thank you, J Dub. Yeah, he bought you. He bought me here because this is not what I thought I'd be doing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I did not think I'd be doing this. And when I started, it was just it really started as just a test. Kimmy Kane says, as I watch these skits, I've come to think that these characters are written to be stereotypical extremes. Yes, I may be late to the game thinking that, but every day I'm like, what WTF are these people doing? Exactly. Because sometimes it takes an extreme view of something for someone to really see themselves or see someone they know for who they really are. Yes, Sherry, she does. Danielle Little says, Bethany bully and victimize Larry every chance she get, as well as those girls. Just cause we see it as verbal does not mean it's not mental. She mentally punished them every chance she get. Think about this. Let's talk about the mental with him. We're going to look at 3 different levels of mental we've seen over the course of the past 3 skits with Bethany. Okay? Mental number 1. This mental number 1 right here.
Larry.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to be here when you landed. So I saw there were only 2 flights. This one was way earlier. She didn't come home way earlier. This was the only other one that's flying in from.
This is mental number 1. Larry is jet lagged. Jet lag is a real thing. Larry's had a long flight from Montana to Atlanta. He's gone through the TSA can be traumatizing. Okay. So he's had that. Now he comes to the airport. Bethany has not dressed herself up to make herself cute. She's not done anything to make herself in any way, shape, or form enticing. She's come like this, hugging herself. She's not coming in like ownership. This is my husband. I'm coming to welcome my husband home. She's not doing any of that. She didn't come with a plate of food. Nothing that would show her coming in service and wanting to come in peace. That's mental abuse number 1.
Helena.
But I didn't need you to come here, though.
I know you didn't need to. I mean, with everything that happened, Larry, I just, we stayed so many extra days and we hadn't talked.
You stayed so many extra days. He stayed a total of 48 hours. He didn't get there until late in the afternoon on the first day. He spent the night. Spent that day trying to tell Annette not to charge her. Then he pulled out the next day and had a long flight home. So what's so many extra days?
You know, I mean, this was the way I wanted to communicate, so
What?
this was the way for us to communicate.
You couldn't wait till I got home?
Well, you know, if the girls come back, then if Shara brings them back, then, you know, it'd be harder for us to communicate because then you'd be worried. I would be
insulting his intelligence. So you thought this
worried about us arguing in front of him and stuff, and I don't want that to happen.
Look, I stayed a few extra days because I wanted to make sure my family was fine. With Lynette getting out of jail, her temper was up, Jaden was...
Now he got to explain himself. Thank you, Angie. You're right, Eric Kelly. Anytime Larry's away from Bethany, it's extra. It's way more than entertainment.
Feeling some type of way. I just want to make sure everybody was fine before I came home.
And are they? Everything's...
They're not great. But I mean, considering, you know, to watch your mom go to jail, that doesn't make everything okay.
Yeah.
So I stayed there, make sure everybody was fine. I knew I had to come home. So that's why I stayed a few days and I'm here. But I wasn't expecting you to be here, you know, waiting on me.
Well, no, I mean, I just came in. I mean, I thought maybe I could take you to your car and meet you at baggage claim. And you know, I wasn't sure how the airport would be with everything.
So what were you going to do? Why didn't she go to the airport when he went to the airport? She should have been dressed nicely, went to the airport. Please tell them I'm sorry. I'm going to work from here and try to fix this. Anything to make it a little easier. But she comes now and it's about her.
Everything going on here either, you know.
I mean, Bethany, I'm a grown man. I don't need you to be here to escort me to my car.
Regardless of everything
yes,
that's happened, I'm still your wife. You know, I mean, I still want to be there for you. And you know, we've had a lot of problems, but I'm trying to be better. And this is...
You're trying to be better, but this right here, this doesn't... We can't get better in the airport.
Okay.
I could meet you at home.
You don't listen to me at home. You don't want to talk at home. You don't want to talk. You don't want to do anything at home. You don't want to...
Since he don't want to talk to you at home, you thought it made sense to come and try to put him on the spot. This is pressure. This is pressure. You know what, Nikki? I ain't playing with you, girl. Yep, but Shar got them girls.
Be around me.
Look, everything's going on, Bethany. I'm just taking time and just trying to process everything. But you think we can talk here in the airport?
I mean, you're talking to me more now than you've talked to me in weeks.
Because I'm surprised to even see you here.
And that's a lie. She not talking to him more now. He talked to her every day. She just don't listen. Thank you, Helene, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. That's it. Twyla. Bethany knows when to turn it on and when not to. That shows that she purposely does what she is doing. This is definitely on purpose. All that she trying to do better. That's BS. You are right, Jamie. That is BS. No, she not. Chris Sims says grooming is serious. Yes, it is. That's the other thing. Yes, Anisha. She knew he would not raise his voice at the airport. At least she thought.
I mean, look what time it is. The airport's almost empty. It's like
Mary,
I was expecting you to be here, but
I know
Danielle
that,
Little
and
says,
that's partially part of the reason why.
the main objective to this story is in mental health. We got to break down those old behaviors and tear you down from the old behaviors and build you up. So there is some understanding. Yep. He wearing himself out. What definitely wearing himself out.
You know, I wanted to meet you. I kind of wanted to surprise you, but I also wanted to give us some time so that we could talk for a minute, and I could give you a ride to your car.
well, listen. I don't need to ride to my car. I'm going to catch the shuttle.
I mean, my car's literally right outside. It's right there in the parking garage.
It's okay. I'll catch the shuttle. I'll get in my car, and I'll just meet you at home.
I mean,
he done gave his answer. I'll meet you at the house. I'm not riding with you. I'll meet you at home. But it's right there. She constantly is trying to force. She's not even trying to convince at this point. She's trying to force him to go the way that she wants him to go.
It's literally right there.
Listen, just let me do this. I'll catch the shuttle.
Oh, wow.
That's my plan is I'll catch the shuttle.
So much for the
I'll drive home.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. It's very generous. Thank you so much.
Let me clear my mind every day, because I probably won't be able to clear while we're driving. So just let me.
Your mind for months, and it's like,
well,
she doesn't care who she hurts in the process of getting what she wants. And also, this is about her trying to get what she wants, even in the middle of this airport. She's standing there, continuing to go back. And when he done told you he getting in his car, that should have been it. But now you're going to try to convince me. And because I'm not doing what you want me to do, you now he's like, oh, I'm glad he left her looking.
Going on all these months. So I'll see you at home.
Somebody said they're afraid she's going to get him in trouble with law. I think so too. I think so too. She is a predator and a stalker. It's from her dad. She definitely get it from her daddy. The one component to psychosis is control. Bethany, you have made home hell. He shuts down for self-preservation. Yep. That's mental trauma number one. I'm getting off this plane, and now I got to see your behind. You can't even let me get off a plane and have peace. Then when he gets home, and this is creepy as F to me. This is creepy. Let's talk about it. Yep, it is the same thing. You try to do the Lanier.
do you have too much trouble getting home with traffic?
Let's break this back down. Let's go back to the beginning frame. It's Bethany's obsession. She's sitting in the dark, y'all. This is a sneak attack.
Do you have too much?
As soon as he turns the light, puts his bag down, turn the lights on, turns and look, boom, she there. It is creepy. The first man that breaks their daughter's heart is the daddy. There it is. Is a skit up? Let's go. He talking to the friend, huh? Let's get this skit in. Y'all know what it is. I'm going to react live, and then we're going to come back over here to the chat and continue our discussion. This is a good discussion today. I didn't know the Lord's taking the way you want to take it, because I did not know I was going to go there with the test. But I thank y'all for going there with me. I didn't even have to name them all out. Y'all started throwing them in there yourself. And this is why I love the front porch. On the front porch, you can keep it real. You don't have to tell all your business. You don't even have to give us particulars. You can come to the front porch. Let me say this. For all the new people, and even the people that's been here for a while, you can come to the front porch and drop in the comments that you need prayer. If I don't see it, somebody else sees it. And they going to either let me know, especially my mods, or they going to call it out. You can email me, Ayana enters the chat at gmail.com. You can email me. I need you to be praying with me on behalf of my family. I will call in my other prayer warriors and be like, hey, we got some people that need some prayer. I had this person contact me, that person contact me. My mama's a minister. I be like, Mama, look, I got some people. If they need some prayer, can you help me? Can you pray? Intercede for these people with me. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Hold on. That snuck up on me. Despite what other people say, there is love on this front porch. We care about people on this front porch. Though we may not always agree. But you can reach out from this front porch. You have a home. You see these people putting up the super stickers and the super chats and supporting me financially. I love it. I am in total appreciation. But please understand, the front porch, it's not a requirement on this front porch. Understand that. You don't have to hold yourself and not let yourself be free on this front porch. Let's get into the reaction. Oh, Jesus. I did not know this platform was going to be like this. Here we go, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Ayana of Ayana Enters the Chat. I got to start over, y'all. Sorry. Okay, let me start over. Let me get myself together. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Ayana of Ayana Enters the Chat, where we react to skits in real life. Right now, we are about to react to the Kountry Wayne Skit. Larry is reminded not to let Bethany's dad off the hook for his part in Lynette's arrest. Let's stop wasting the time. Like, subscribe, and share as we get into the video.
Let's get it. Finish strong.
One more.
All right, let's go then. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Good work, man.
Man. I mean, what's crazy about it, man? She caught herself trying to tuck me in this morning, like I'm a child, like I need her to tuck me in.
What? Tuck you in?
Yeah. See how crazy that sounds?
That does sound crazy.
Mm-hmm. I'm laying on the couch. I tossing and turning all night.
Yeah.
Cover came off. I wake up, she's standing over me. Like, what are you doing?
No.
You know.
Larry, straight up though. Like when you had texted me about what was going on in Montana, I was like, this brother stay in some crazy activity, man.
The friend told him that in New Orleans, before they went to New Orleans. Remember, he was standing outside that cafe? He told him then. He told him at his house.
We had a conversation before.
Right.
And I'm thinking like, okay, well, maybe you over-exaggerating, but I see it plain as day, man. I'm always in something.
I'm finally glad that you saw that. So look, man, even what goes on between you and your wife, what's really going on with you and the dad, though?
You know what? I ain't really got nothing to say to that man right now. There's a lot I want to say, but right now, I'm trying to calm it down and not say nothing to that man. Because what I'm gonna say is gonna come off real nasty and real bad.
What you say to him gonna end up landing you in jail. So I suggest you don't say nothing to that man and tell him to stay at your house. That's the only thing you need to say to him. Stay away from my house. Don't cross my door. Don't cross my step. Go on about your business. Don't come back here.
I get that.
And that's all.
And I remember you was telling me that, you know, how he came over to the house and he was letting you have it and talk to. So look, regardless of what you gonna do with your wife, you need to handle her dad. You gotta handle that, man.
I know, man. And you know, me being the person I am, always respect your elders, no matter what.
Okay.
And he
You
came
gotta
out
give
all that
respect to get it.
loudness and stuff like that. Now, okay, I'm respecting because you defending your daughter.
Yeah.
But what he just pulled, that's out the window right now, man. I'm trying to be in a good, clean headspace. So I'm going to go off on this man the way I want to.
It's beyond that at this point there. Look, just like he came over your house, he needs to come back to your house and you need to let him have it. You really need to have that straight up talk with her dad, man, once and for all. Yeah. Ain't no other way.
I agree with the friend. Don't go to Newburgers doing it. Have him come to your house. Do it on your territory so you got home court advantage. And you need to tell him straight up, as of this day, you don't come over here no more. And you definitely don't run my house.
You really think I should, I'm thinking about it, but to hear you say it, man, it's like confirming what I should do.
You got to do it. You got to do it, man. That's what we built for, man. We soldiers.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Okay.
You're right. I'm going to do that.
Keep me posted, bro.
I just got to keep in the loop, man, what's going on, because you're the only one I can talk to about things like this. And at the same time, man, if I don't talk to somebody or come in here and release this frustration, it'll get a lot worse.
All right. Keep me posted.
I got you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man.
Good luck.
Take care, bro.
Yeah, I got it. All right, man. Let me get some more of this.
Hey, let's get to it.
Okay.
Now, I'm about to put some more weights on there, man.
Oh, wait. Don't put no more weight on yet. Hold on. I one more good time.
No, bro. No. Oh,
hold on.
Okay.
You got to kill me.
Okay. So, we got him talking to the friend. Yes, the friend is a voice of reason. The friend offers a safe space. The friend done talked to him and told him what he need to do. Now I need him to have a conversation with Shara. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments about what I'm about to say. I need Larry to have a real conversation with Shara because Shara sees him. The friend saw Bethany. He saw Larry's always in some stuff. Shara has also called it out and said it. Pernell has also called it out. But Pernell, with his loudness, can be a bit much, right? Now it needs to be Shara. He needs to have a conversation and a meeting with her because Shara is his calm. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. And I ain't talking about get with her and getting no sexual healing and all that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about Shara, his friend. Shara, the mother of his child. It's time to have a serious conversation about what he's going through. So she can give him the real because now he's open to it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about down in the comments. And while we're down in the comments chatting about it, let's make sure we be about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until the next skit, peace and a big old bucket of let's get it right hair grease. Let's get it right. All right, y'all. We back in the comments. Back in the comments. I agree, Kimmy Kane. He is compromised. He is because Pernell mentioned the money that he getting from them folks. I don't think it needs to be to Pernell. It don't need to be Tamara because Tamara co-signed that bull that Bethany pulled in Montana that got her butt whooped. It's not always sexual. They try to make it out to be sexual, but it's not always sexual. Bethany need to be put in a straitjacket, Danielle. Danielle, are you a counselor? Are you like a therapist or something? And I'm not being funny. But I just noticed your comments. I be paying attention to folks' comments, even if it's after. I noticed your speak seems to be a little bit more on that mental health counselor side. And I like to know who we got in here because we can get some education. We had some good education going on last night with Irma and Deborah about Native American culture and also Native American law and tribal council and all of that. So I'm not, please not, if I come off like I'm trying to call you out, I ain't. I'm just really trying to understand. Like I'm looking at what resources we got on the front porch. Yeah, Bethany, Twyla. Bethany definitely is ops. She's ops. All them Newburgers except for Greg is ops. All Black Widow, I don't mean to make you cry. Yes, the Holy Spirit have a way to sneak up on you. Yes, Miss T. Oh, LaShawn, I'm so glad that you feel the love. Kim Kane said she cleaned out her closet. Anybody need some shoes? Oh, thank you, TT Smooth. We are a family. Okay, let me get down here. Okay, so I got a question, Danielle. I don't know why I said Danielle. Danielle, so you were to lock Larry and Bethany in a room for 48 hours. What do you think the outcome would be? Why would you want to lock them in a room together 48 hours? And what would you think the outcome would be? That's the only reason why she want to harass. Yeah, she want to harass people. Miss Yolanda, she wears size 9. Deborah, didn't I say that yesterday? Because that's what the friend is saying. The friend is saying, cut the head off the snake. That's Daddy Newberger. Shut him down. Shut him down. That's it, Miss T. When he come to that house, he need to air it all out. You came in here and tried to check me about your daughter. You saying what you need to do to protect your daughter. But I've been protecting your daughter even above my own daughter. So let me hip you to the game with my daughter. And the first time Daddy Newberger open his mouth, grip his balls, and say, I really don't care what my daughter said to your daughter, or your daughter is a child, or your daughter feelings don't matter. In that relation to Brooke, or Destiny for that matter, he need to pick that old man up, throw him out his house, and tell him he's only allowed to come back there at 7 p.m. tonight to pick up his raggedy behind daughter. That's it. That's all. Danielle Little, if you don't mind, copy this email address. That I just posted. Send me your email address. And Irma, if you're watching this on replay, send me an email address. Send me an email so I have an email address. Because what I'm finding is, and that's, I'm not knocking other creators, other people in this space doing what I do. But God showed me, this is what God showed me about my channel. And that's not saying I won't pull up other craves. I know y'all keep talking about me and Deontay need to do something together. I was on O'Neill's and I'm glad I was on that. Let me say something to y'all. There are people on here with expertise, with spiritual giftings, who can benefit everybody else on the front porch. So when I do panels, like the panel I did the other night that had Nikki and Cheryl and myself, and then Lady D got on, right? I got people on here who, if they are willing to come and share, I ain't saying give away your laurels for free. I ain't saying do none of that. But who can come in and come in on these skits and bring their expertise so we can take what we do over here to another level. Again, that's not saying I will never invite O'Neal over here, because I will and I plan to. It's not to say that, okay, y'all think me and Deontay can do something together. Okay, whoop, whoop, wonderful. I have other people that I want to talk, so that's great as well. But what I'm saying is, I do not take for granted the wisdom that lives on the front porch, that joins me on the front porch every time I go live. Moonlight Cookie says he is literally telling him, you need to be upset. You are a black man and you let a white man put a black woman in jail, and the wife of a white woman get some balls and let them have it. Yeah, Moonlight Cookie. Yeah, that's what it is. Y'all been crying. Don't cry. Yeah, she need a straight jacket. Y'all, I'm sorry if I'm behind on the comments. I'm not trying to ignore y'all. I be getting behind. Thank you, Miss Magnolia. Everybody's channel has a purpose. And there are people with channels, and I can see the purpose of their channels. Some people's channels are meant to inspire others to do what they do, because God is calling them into their purpose, using something like YouTube or social media. Danielle Little says Larry does not express his feelings in any type of way other than being mad or angry, so his message is not getting across to Bethany in a meaningful way. That's something I would like to explore with you, Danielle. That would be a great topic that we could do on a live stream, or it could be on an interview if you're not comfortable with being like 100% live. Let's explore how he ineffectually communicates and expresses his feelings in a way that somebody like Bethany can understand. Why do you think his message does not get across to her? Keisha says, nah, I don't think Brooke needs to tell Bethany's dad anything, but she definitely, no, I don't know. You may be responding to somebody else. I don't think Brooke needs to tell Bethany's dad anything. I think Larry needs to tell Bethany's dad the stuff that Bethany has been doing in the house to his daughter. And yes, Brooke does need to testify. I don't think, I get what you're saying, Eric Keller, but I gotta agree with Keisha. I don't think Bethany, based on how Bethany acts towards these girls, I don't think Bethany's father would appreciate what they had to say. He would not be receptive of it. Greg, on the other hand, would, but Papa Smurf would not. Papa Smurf will respond if Brooke and Destiny caught Bethany and recorded her and posted it and it went viral. Then he would hear them out, because he is concerned about the optics for his company. Thank you, Vanetta. Yes, Sherilyn, he can get peace and release. Thank you, Eric Kelly. I appreciate it. After he talks to him, I tell him, you can't enter my home again. You pick her up at the curb. That's it, Cheryl. You don't come back here. Bitch Music says it would be great for Greg's case if Brooke has footage from Thanksgiving when she looked like she was recording Bethany in action. That would be great. It's another new skit. Oh, we got that one. Okay. That would be great. Hold on, I'm gonna let it start, then I'm gonna pause it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
I'm gonna pause it right there. Listen, Terry 2 times and Bethany need to be together. She has money and he likes them crazy. He has a child. She can be a stepmother too. Match made in heaven. Let's see. Danielle Little says, first of all, you got to stand on something to be about something. Nobody in this skit with Larry and Bethany standing on anything. Now, Shar to me, not Shar to me or the kids. They're very disconnected. They are very disconnected. Miss T, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. Yes, that was another skit. I'm going to replay it again. Yay! A little that she's in. Ooh, we're finna do some content. We're going to do some content. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it so much. Sherilyn Tucker, Daddy Newberger is not going to care. She says to D. Brown, he's not going to care about what Bethany has done to Brooke. He has that sense of entitlement where he is insensitive to what happens to us, unless it's something that puts his business on blast. Thank you, Eric Kill. I appreciate it. Chris Sims, you're still on here. Bethany needs to be hospitalized for her mental illness because she does have some. It's something wrong with her for sure. It's definitely something wrong. It's almost like she has a form of, I don't know, Danielle Little, help me out with this. Does Bethany present as if she has a form of DID? Because that's something I threw out there before. And I know we were talking about it with Malachi and aka Stacks, but Bethany. And the reason I'm asking this question is because Bethany does this thing. When she folds her arms and she does this, you know she's going to do something. Also, her face changes. I mean, everybody has these different looks when they get different emotions, sadness, happiness, and all that stuff. Like I do when I get really excited. But Bethany does this thing where it almost as if her face does a demon morph and she becomes a totally different person when she starts. You definitely see it very well when she did this thing with Lynette. You saw it Thanksgiving. You saw it Christmas. So you saw it even with her brother Greg during the fight. It's like she taps into demon time or something. So does she present as someone who has some form of DID? That's it, Monet Blake. Get your ish and get out. Sherilyn says, but he wasn't the issue throughout the marriage. That was Bethany. Exactly. Larry has been a good guy and her bodyguard. Yeah. I think her dad wanted Larry because Larry could be her bodyguard, to be perfectly honest. Papa Smurf wouldn't listen to the girls. They aren't relevant to him. They are irrelevant to him. Larry has to get them together. Yeah, he got to get them all the way together. It's time. It's past time. I'm glad you look forward to it, Sharon. It won't surprise me if she hasn't recorded either. She did say Bethany was bipolar. Brooke did say that. Sheriff Flanagan said she feels Bethany has schizophrenia. Look at Miss Magnolia laugh. Chris Sims says they are disconnected for the reason that as the head men lead, Larry needs to look at how he has led his family to destruction, the disconnection. I said destruction. Okay, you there. Okay. I thought I had lost you. What Beverly say, Chris Sims? Tell me what Beverly say. Bethany in the boot camp. Sheila Reason said she's got multiple personality disorder. She definitely has a codependency issue. She is very dependent on it's like Larry is her crutch. Looney, you see it too? You see it too? Yes. She presents like she's got a demon in her. Like her face. The only person I know who can twist and turn their face up like that is Jim Carrey. And now they got somebody out here trying to be Jim Carrey's clone in these streets. And was bad at it, actually, because I was looking at that ain't no Jim Carrey, but whatever. It's a whole nother conversation. Danielle, really, girl? Danielle says she thinks Bethany has split personality and borderline schizophrenia. I also think, go with me, Danielle, hear me out. Does she also have a little bit of OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder? Or is it a symptom of the schizophrenia? Because she told her daddy, I'm gonna go to that skit. I gotta go back to that skit. Y'all not be on here for hours. I just be on here just talking, and y'all just be sitting on here with me. But I don't be just talking for talking. But y'all just be on here with me, and I love it. Because let's go here. Let's evaluate this. I need to go back to the dad. Bethany and her dad are talking. Right here. This right here.
All right. Tell me. I was just telling Mom, you know, Larry's supposed to come back sometime tonight, Dad, and all this stuff. Did you try to call and stop this again?
You know your dad ain't trying to call them.
Not since I've talked to you.
Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. My marriage is on the brink of just tatters right now. And you calling and doing this, and it feels like it was behind my back.
It was not behind you. We told you we were going to do this. We were defending you. This woman had to pay legally for what she did to you.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was actually going to do it. That's the thing. Dad said stuff like that before.
You were not that emphatic. It was like you were on both sides of the fence there.
Well,
and
yeah,
so I did what got you out of the middle road. And so I did what I thought.
Now let me insert this. I didn't appreciate when the dad, he told the truth. But I also did not appreciate him saying to Bethany, you were on both sides of the fence. She needed to be on both sides of the fence, y'all. If I'm contemplating something, let's say divorce. We'll use Amber and Anthony as an example. Amber contemplating divorce. She on both sides of the fence. She needs to be on both sides of the fence. That's what weighing your options is. It's being on both sides of the fence. So she needed to be on there. She specifically needed to be on there because she went to her daddy, showed him her face, and told a half truth about what went down. And she knew her daddy was going to react the way he did. So she should have been on both sides of the fence. Because she knew she was playing with her marriage. She played with her marriage.
It was best.
Dad,
And what needs to be done.
I get that you and Mom are trying to be good parents, and you have been. For the most part, we've been pretty good for the last few months, okay? And I know that you're trying to be a good dad by doing this, seeing what happened to me and everything. But I don't think you understand how bad my marriage is right now. My relationship it's in tatters. And you doing this, it could literally break it apart. And I don't know if I can ever forgive you. if this breaks my marriage up.
Bethany, you sound like when you were 5 years old. Anything that your mother or I did was.
Do y'all see where she gets it from by diminishing other people's feelings and talking down to other people's feelings? This is the same thing she does to Brooke. Her father did this to her in her big old grown old age. He just diminished her and compared her to a 5-year-old. To him, she's still a child and not a grown woman.
Always, I hate you. I'm leaving. I'm packing up my stuff and
that's
going.
because I was a kid. That was because I was a teenager, hormonal, whatever it was. I'm an adult in a marriage with the one that I'm supposed to be with for the rest of my life. I love Larry.
I understand, but you're going to shy away from everything. This isn't one event that's affected your marriage.
I know, and I'm guilty for a lot of the stuff that's happened. But the problem is, Dad, you doing this and then me trying to stop it and not being able to. This is really bad.
Well, you can't live your life for other people. I know you want to save that relationship with Larry, but if all it takes is to dismiss this and your marriage is fine, well, that would be one thing, but that's not going to happen.
Mm-mm.
Whether you go through with it or not, it's not going to happen.
Well, I got to figure out something because my marriage has to be saved because he and me not being together, I can't survive that.
He and me not being together, I can't survive that. She said she can't live without this man. She said she don't know what she's going to do to herself if she don't keep Larry in her life. Now, Danielle, she's obsessed with Larry. Ain't no telling what a woman like this gonna do if she can't keep what she wants in her life. If she can't keep this man in her life, if she can't fix the mess she done made of her marriage, well, she can't fix it because she can't own it. She's gonna be much worse than what she is now. I guarantee. She about to be much worse. Okay, let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Danielle said bipolar, schizophrenic, and some SHI. All right, girl. She is evil. The only way that Larry's gonna get any kind of healing, he's not gonna get any kind of healing as long as he's with Bethany. The only way Larry is gonna get healing is to cut her off. When Bethany doesn't get in her way, her inner demon comes out. Well, I'm not trying to give her any way out. I'm just saying, is she crazy? That's really, I hate to say it like that, and because I don't like to minimize people with mental health issues. I have mental health issues and call them crazy. She got a lot of stuff. She like a soup. She's a mental soup. She does look very beat down. She looks very beat down. And in denial herself, because her been cheating on her for years. Based on that other conversation, like, oh, she's my son. She felt some go. No. Said DID victims don't remember their break in time. That's okay, Deborah. Bethany has series of problems, but she's functional. So when you are functional in the community with that, make you somebody tell me. Some schizophrenics show demon personality. Corrine says that Bethany can turn against anyone in hateful and unethical ways. What do you guys think she would do to Larry if he fully turns against her? Oh, she's finna flip out. She might. Y'all seen the movie Misery? She starts to look like the leprechaun to me when her face. Yes. Yeah, I knew I'd seen that face somewhere. It's the leprechaun face in that movie. Ayana, she has all of the above, A through Z. Yes, Lynette. Larry posted bond for who? Lynette got to keep going through it. Bethany, I think they dropped out Bethany stuff in the other place. I need to see her get locked up. Peace and hair grease, Yvette. Have a great day. NPD. They want me to mock Bethany. White privilege, fragility, and supremacy. That's hate. All of that is hate. And hate can make you sick. Think about what they say about forgiveness. Forgiveness is not for the person who did you wrong. It's actually for you, so that hate and that hurt don't get down in you and fester and turn into something else and kill you from the inside out. She's a nut job. Yes, Jamie White, I agree with you. She is a straight up nut job. You think this is who she is for real? Chris Sims is baby. Babe said Larry has to get Pop Newberger together and not let Bethany off the hook. Exercise that demon. Yep. And put her all the way out of his house. It's time to end this relationship. Minister London says when Larry told the girls Lynette went to jail, Brooke let him know she records when things happen because she asked did Jada record it. She said she would pull her phone out and record because. Send me that skit because I ain't seen that one. I don't remember that. You good, J-Dub? Now I'm calling BS on birthday having a mental issue. She is a child in a grown person body who has been cuddled and enabled her. But Nikki, that's still a mental issue. If you are somebody who is 44 years old and you acting like you 5 when you can't have your way, that is a mental issue. That is someone who has not grown beyond their issue. That is someone who their body has grown, but their mental health is still right there. Their mind is still there. So when they can't have their way, they act like a toddler. That's a mental issue. That's a lack of growth. That's a lack of mental and emotional growth. It's a lack of maturity. That's something wrong with somebody. And I'm not saying that to give her a pass. Saying someone has a mental health issue don't give them a pass. I'm not one to just give somebody a pass. Oh, they had a breakdown, so they killed somebody. Okay, but they knew what they were doing wrong still. Yeah, he knows she got issues, but still treating her like she a baby. So the issue that she had from childhood ain't never been dealt with. That's it. He ain't do nothing behind her back. She knew what that man was gonna do. She manipulated the situation, and now that she has manipulated the ultimate failure of her marriage, now she want to walk it back. But Bethany never takes accountability for anything. She thinks because she said she's sorry, everybody's supposed to be like, oh, well, she said she's sorry, move on. That ain't how that work. I almost cussed. That ain't how it work. It's the spirit of God over my life, Penny. Thank you. That's it. Point blank simple. Arrest her before it get worse. I'm ready. I want that, Keisha. Forget the mental. I want them to pick her up. Ayana, we call that stuck when you can move on. We call it you Okay, Danielle, I'm gonna need you to edit that. Go right now. That sounded kind of crazy to me. And that last part really like, oh, wait a minute. You talking about Bethany? You talking about me? Because I don't want her to have no problem. Monique Blades said her parents was glad to pass her off so they don't have to deal with her boo-boo kitty. Yep. And see, when her daddy realized that now he done messed up and he gonna have to deal with her again on his own, and she about to be put back on him to take care of, that's gonna be a problem. Yes, Brooke did say that about the recording of the videos. Okay. When her daddy comes to talk to Larry, I hope the marshals come to get her then. Yep, it would be so fitting if they came and got her. She could have fit in the orange jumpsuit then. Well, she's going to be stalking him, so it's going to be hard for him to heal when they sell. Serene, you're right, because she finna stalk the heck out of that man. Danielle says, Ayana, one thing about Bethany, she ain't scared to take a butt whipping to make her point. She truly has mental issues. Thank you. I believe she got mental health issues because she cried. I hate saying this word, but I think Bethany is bad. I think she batshit crazy. There it is. She will have to be extradited. But see, I think, okay, I'm not writing this. But if I were writing that takedown of Bethany, it would go something like this. Greg having been hurt by his father saying, I don't care about your lawsuit, and by his father demonstrating a double standard when it comes to one person and Lynette, when it comes to him and Bethany, because Bethany was the one that put hands on him, I would write it that, okay, now I'm going to see Bianca, let's go press charges. I'm doing my civil lawsuit and I want to take it all. And now I also want to press charges against Bethany. Atlanta comes to arrest Bethany. APD, Fulton County, whoever it is, whatever jurisdiction it is, they come and arrest Bethany. Take her in. When they take Bethany in, they see, oh, wait, they're processing her in. Wait, there's a warrant for your arrest in Montana. The marshals are looking for you. They call the marshal service. They come to the jail and get her. Either they come to the jail and get her, or when her daddy bails her out, she gets home, thinks she's comfortable, then the marshals come and get her. And they take her butt to Montana. And I would love, when they come and get her and extradite her to Montana, Lynette shows up and looks her in her face and says, oh, you thought it was over? She say she's sorry, but she's still trying to justify it. Because she ain't sorry. Jamie White, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if we found it out if they put that in here. I know, Kathy Martinez, we just I reacted to it. She should file a complaint. Remember, Bethany told her dad Larry didn't protect her, so her daddy could go over their house, so her daddy can cuss him out for not protecting her. Yep, she knew I'm telling you, Bethany knew what her daddy was gonna do. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, she'll beat herself up and say Larry put his hands on her. She that kind of crazy. Yeah, I believe that. Hold on, let me go get him. Here we go. Oh, that I Hey,
Hey,
you didn't hear us at the door? Yeah, we was sitting there. You didn't even think nobody was coming to get you or nothing.
I got a lot on my mind right now. Sorry.
What's wrong? What? What you looking at?
Flights.
Where are you going?
I gotta go to Montana
What?
because
Oh,
Dave had to take Lynette to jail.
Oh, I thought you. Well, that went to jail. Wait, I thought Jenny got another baby on the way. I'm like, dang, that's fast.
Thank you, LaShawn.
No,
Not the time. No, it's not the
Sorry.
time right now.
So, wait, so she actually told it? Like she snitched? Dang, Uncle Larry, your wife a snitch?
Girls, I don't have time to entertain this right now.
So
I
how
gotta
long did
find
they give
flights
her?
to Montana.
Me too.
Did they see the bruise? God, that's a couple years.
Look, she's being booked into jail for whatever charge they got. So I gotta.
Attempted murder?
No, Brooke, not attempted murder. More than likely it's assault. So
Assault with a deadly weapon.
what deadly weapon?
Her hands.
Look, it's not the time to be joking right now. I'm a little frustrated. I don't want to take my frustration on y'all, okay? I gotta find a flight to get to Montana as soon as I can to get her out of jail. I gotta go bail her out. So no, she's not
Oh, this
going
is like
to.
serious.
Yes, it's serious. Very
Okay.
serious.
Wait, when do you plan on leaving?
As soon as possible. Trying to
Have
get
you
out
talked
here.
to Bethany?
No, I have not. I'm trying to find a ticket tonight. If not, I'm gonna leave out tomorrow. Okay.
This is ghetto. Everything just happened way too fast. So Bethany not coming home, nothing. Yeah.
Well, I haven't spoken to her yet. Okay, so
Well,
all I know is Jaden called me, told me what's going on. Now I'm trying to figure this out right now.
did you record it?
Record what?
His mama getting. That's
Why do y'all
girl.
think this is funny right now?
No, I'm just saying, if somebody was getting arrested in front of me, honestly, I would record because, like, in a sense, like she would probably want it.
Look, I don't
After.
have all the details, okay? I just got the phone call. I don't know about no recordings. I don't know nothing else. I just know that Dave had to take Lynette into jail.
And you sure you can book her out? 'Cause I know some people get no bail. Yeah, now she in that people's system. I don't be telling you about that.
Y'all just like, y'all act like y'all know all the information about jail. I don't know nothing about jail. What's going on in Montana?
Okay, so she said, asked did anyone record her getting arrested? They were talking about recording the arrest. That's not saying that they record what Bethany does when she get to acting up. That's different. They were talking about just having the arrest recorded. Danielle says, as little children, when we were 1 and 2 years old, when our parents smack us on our hands, we understand pain. Bethany don't. She sure don't understand other people's pain. I also think she don't care. Danielle Little says, Ayana, Bethany low-key blaming Larry for everything right now, so her hitting herself ain't gonna be no big deal. He just got a way for it. He needs to get a restraining order. What did Apostle Clark says? Right, then she'll blame Larry for being in a mental institution. Yeah, he created his little Frankenstein. He created his Frankenstein. So, oh, it's almost noon. I'm gonna have to get off of here. I agree with that. He need to be in jail too. And when I say that, I'm not saying he's done something that's jail worthy. What I'm saying is he needs to feel it. Right now, he's in a prison of his own making. Just like Lynette. Lynette is free, but she's not free because she still got to go through a trial. She still got to go through the process of trying to get this up off of her.
So just because somebody not living it, not in jail actively, don't mean there isn't an attachment. He need to go to the hotel and don't tell her where he at. So, y'all, I hope this has been helpful, inspiring, all that other good stuff. I'm gonna get ready to get off of here so I realized I didn't even eat no breakfast. I gotta go eat me some lunch now. Because I was like, why my head hurt? I'm like, what I ain't. She does love getting her butt kicked because she doesn't want Larry learn a lesson. Thank you so much, Chris Sims. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll play our song as we get ready to get up out of here. Y'all can post your parting thoughts to me for now, because we know we probably gonna get us another crazy skit. It's Ayana in the chat. Tell us, take your shoes off just like that. Meet me on the front porch. Sun sliding down so slow. Sweet tea, peppermint space for every heavy load. You can bring your laughter, you can bring your ache and grief. We gon' have a little kindness, stir it up and find some peace. Hey y'all, it's Ayana in the chat. Me on the front porch. We can sit and laugh, sip a little tea. Let the soul release. We gon' talk about it hurt till it turns into peace. Hope y'all got a little peace this morning as we talked about our personal hurts. Say what's on your spirit. All that you don't say online. Let the story hit the eye. It's the same fall off in time. We don't need to fix it all. We just need a place to be. You are here. You belong here. Every scar and victory. Hey, it's Ayana in the chat. Meet me on the front porch. We can sit and laugh, sip a little tea. Let the soul release. We gon' talk about that hurt till it turns into peace. You too. You belong here. Yes. Spirits, baby. Put a little love on the places that been tight for a long, long time. Hey yo, see y'all. Hit that like button on the way out, y'all. We gonna talk about that hurt till it turns into peace. We gonna talk about it all. Stand up in our peace. Stand up in y'all peace, y'all. Don't let nobody take